Hey there, survivors. Cougar here, checking out Kenshi, the old school RPG that just was released out of early access a week or so ago. I am a fan of RPGs. I haven't played many with you guys, but I like this one because it reminds me a lot of the old Fallout RPGs. I'm not talking about the first-person stuff. I'm talking about Fallout 1 and 2. I'm not a big fan of the fantasy RPGs, and we've been getting a lot of those recently. So this more, you know, no magic, just dude trying to survive kind of stuff is right up my alley. And that's exactly what we're going to do. I mean, the thrust behind this game is you're not special, you're not the chosen one, you are a guy who's hungry and basically naked, and he's got a stick for a weapon and no skills whatsoever, and you're just trying to survive the best way you can. With that in mind, I think here we are. We've spawned in, I think this is the hub. Yes, we're in the hub. Yes, we're in the hub. And we're gonna just start out trying to survive here. We've got basically nothing in our inventory except our weapon, if you want to call it that. It's an iron club. Wearing some pants, and that's about it. I've played a few hours of this on another save. I kinda sorta know what I'm doing, but not really. Certainly not in an advanced way. I know how to get going on the first day or so. And with that in mind, let us enter the bar here and talk to some of the peeps. This guy wants me to come have a drink with him. That's right, come sit with me, have a drink. Hey, have you ever heard the story of the wailing banshee? No? Well, legend has it that blah 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 blah, hunt the peppery thing down. Seriously? I don't waste time with your gibberish, wacko, or that sounds amazing, how do I find it? Or I have to go now, or just walk away. We're going to tell him it sounds amazing. If I knew that, Hobbs says, I would have tracked it down myself. But if you're going to head out in search of it, you must take me with you. We can't call it an old man's dying wish. He says he's dying. I will grant you your wish, old man. Join me in search of this beast. Now we've got 2 people in our party. We could do a little shopping here. We actually do start out with 1,000 credits, or they're called cats. So let's see what this shopkeeper is offering for sale. I've got no food at all right now. I've started with extra hunger here. That's just something that I chose to do. I'm going to buy a couple of pieces of dried meat, and we are going to go set off in search of some copper to mine to bring back here and sell to this fine gentleman. To get more credits, we would like to have 10,000 credits, which is probably going to take a while. We're starting with 1,000, and we need 10,000. Just checking out the hub here. The hub looks a little bit different on this save than it did in the last one. Am I looking at it? Oh, I'm looking at it from a different angle is all. Okay, here's the front. Alright, well, what I consider the front. Alright, come over here, guys, and let's do a little bit of mining. I think there's some copper right here. That is a copper resource. Copper quality is 80. The richness of the copper, of the natural copper present in this location, anything over 50% is considered good. So this seems like a good place to start doing some mining. Come on, Hobbs. Let's go. Ooh, there's some dudes down there. They don't seem interested in me. Hobbs, are you coming? Yeah, Hobbs is back there. We're going to go pound on this copper down here with our picks. See if we can get some. Now, what I like about this game, as I said, I mean, I say it's realistic. Yeah, it's a fantasy type setting, but it's realistic in the sense that you have to spend your time doing mundane stuff, mundane tasks, which is what we do every day. You know, we go to work so that we go to work for the majority of our days so that we can spend a few hours every day doing the things that we want to do. And this game is kind of the same way. You have to spend, we're probably going to spend the entire first day here just pounding on this copper resource, trying to pick up some copper to take into town and sell. but I will speed up time. Now the thing is, you can't just kind of set this on mine and walk away. You can't tell these guys to mine and walk away because of that. See that big group of wanderers over there? If they didn't get interested in me, but somebody could, and we have no skills whatsoever, and no allies, no ability to defend ourselves, really, unless it's against, you know, some really low-level peeps wandering by. So we can't just set these guys to mine and walk away. We got to keep an eye on them. We have to keep an eye out for anybody who's trying to sneak up on us or anything, so that we can run away. So I hope this doesn't get too boring just sitting here watching these guys mine. So what I've done here is they're mining. I've clicked on the copper resource. Now we got to transfer the copper out of the copper resource into one of these guys' inventories. And there we go. All right. So now Cougar should have 4. Yeah, he's got 4 copper in there. Each copper will sell for about 150, 170 cats. So we've got almost $1,000 cats worth of copper there. It's a pretty nice looking game considering the size of the map. I mean, it's nothing groundbreaking, but when you consider that we're just seeing a tiny, tiny fraction of the map here, it looks pretty good. Now, you do not mine as efficiently once the sun sets. You can mine at night, but you're not going to be mining as well. So I think once the sun goes down, we'll head into town and try to sell the copper that we've done here, that we've mined. Now, Cougar is a little loaded down now. He's a little encumbered carrying this copper, so we really have to be on the lookout for anybody trying to sneak up on us or even just walking up on us, because it's going to be very hard for us to outrun them if we're carrying loads of stuff. Cougar is a weakling. Those scrawny arms on him. We'll beef him up. What we'll do is we'll load him up with some heavy stuff and run him around town for a while. Put him through his paces. Alright, once we get one more copper in there, we'll transfer it to Hobbs, and it looks like the sun is maybe thinking about starting to set here, so just a little bit more copper mining on our first day in Kenshi, or Kenishi as I've heard it pronounced. Okay, that's 5. They cannot carry the resource. The copper resource will only store 5 copper at a time, so you got to keep an eye on it and keep emptying it into your inventories so that you can continue mining. We're going to call this sunset. Bit of a dust storm here, light dust storm. Alright, maybe one more copper. Yeah, the sun's definitely going down. It is nighttime. It's going to be dangerous out here. And we got copper, and let's go. Let's get back into town, guys. No, no, no. Okay, so what's going on here is, hold on, let me just pause it really quickly. So I gave them a job. If you look down in the lower right-hand corner here, their job is operating this machine. So unless they've got other orders to complete, they will always come back here and continue mining this copper resource. But their job is done for the day. I can turn that job off for both of them. Otherwise, they'll keep trying to run back here and mine, even though we don't want them to. All right, now let's send them into town and sell off our copper. Bit of a dust storm a-blowing. Hold on, slow it down, slow it down, slow it down. Okay. Cougar. Whoa, no, don't do that. Like he was trying to steal that stuff. Go talk to this nice lady and see if she wants to buy your copper. Oh yeah. Hobbs, are you close enough? Good. All right, and we're up to, if I look in the right-hand corner here, 3,336 credits. So we were down below 1,000. Now we're up to 3,000. So we can make about 2,000 credits a day mining copper, and we're trying to get up to 10,000. And as long as we have nothing else to do tonight, why don't we chat with some more of these peeps? Oh, that was Hobbs. I can get kidneys, spleens, limbs, whatever you want. All working and tested, best quality only. What? That's just creepy. You're creepy. Or tested. How do you test organs? Only with the best scientifical equipments. That's how. I'd give these kidneys to my own mother if she was still alive. Okran, bless her bones. I will definitely pass on replacing any of my organs right now, but we'll keep you in mind if we have any organs to sell. How about you? You recruiting there, stranger? Never been one for sweaty laboring or bloody fighting either. I cook. It's what I do. You need me, you know where I am. Molly, if you can't do anything except cook, we're not really in a place where we can cook yet, so we will say no thank you. This lady says if you ever need help smoothing things over with the hounds, let me know. And we'll come back and talk to her another time. What the hell are you looking at? Just admiring your sword. That's all. Yes, it's a good sword. So what? You plan on stealing it or something? No, of course not. Okay. Whew, that was lucky. I think we almost started a bar brawl there, which would not have been good with our guys as low level as they are. Hey, Roamer, looking to join together? That is Heft. We're always looking to add people to our team, but we can't really spare the money right now. She wants 3,000 cats to join our team, which is reasonable. That's a reasonable price, but we want to save our money right now. I think she's going to hang out here for a while. We can always come back and check in with her later. See what's going on up on the roof? Hello, gentlemen. Oh, that's just Hobbs. Well, he doesn't have anything to say to us. So let's go back down, out into town. And I will show you why we are trying to get 10,000 credits right now. Let's head this way. Keep going. Oop, I want both you guys going. Oh, now I'm a little bit lost. I gotta zoom way out. Alright, we're going there. Just running him back and forth in town here is raising our athletics skill. Hello, gents. Who wants to chat with me? So, you want in on the shinobi. The guards try to lay the crackdown, but they ain't fooling nobody. They're nothing. Nothing a few cats can't handle. I want to join the shinobi thieves, but if I click on that, he's going to tell me that I can join for a fee. That's it? I don't have to complete a test or prove myself or something? Do I look like I've got time for handing out busy work? No, this is a business we're running, not a social club. Just a one-time membership fee of 10,000 cats. Well, we don't have 10,000 cats. 10,000 cats seems a little steep. If you want to use our facilities, you've got to pay for them. If you can't afford it, you're obviously not a very good thief. So what'll it be? Do you want to join the guild? What do I get in return for all that money? You get yourself allies. We have hideouts like this one in a lot of major towns. We watch each other's backs. Shinobi thieves stick together. It's a safe haven for you to rest and recover. We have specialist training equipment to use. You can sell your stolen items to our fence. He also sells some hard-to-find specialist equipment at a huge discount. And all that stuff is the reason we want to join the Shinobi Thieves. We can rest here if we're wounded. We can use their training equipment to train. We can sell to their fence. And we can... Will they let us come in? They'll let us come inside and look around, but we can't use anything or they'll warn us to get the heck out of here. So here's the ground floor. And then maybe the fence is down here, but we don't have anything to buy from him just yet. We're still saving up all our money. Let's go up a level. You look up here. Here's the training equipment that we could use once we join them. You can train your combat skills here, your assassination skills here, and your lock-picking skills here. If we go up another level, there are beds here for us to sleep and recuperate if we get wounded, so we don't have to build any beds. There's also stuff to steal. If we felt like rifling through their stuff and stealing it, we could. Plus they have a lovely roof up here where you can just get a nice view out over the town. Or maybe not. So we were just visiting. Whoa! Waiting for the sun to come back up so we can do some mining. Let's get back down out of here. And instead of just standing here all night doing nothing, what I'm going to do is run my guys back and forth around town. You guys are going to do get a little cardio in while the sun is set. So you guys just start a-running. And this could get a little bit slow and uninteresting. Speed this up a bit. I'm just running them back and forth through town. Here comes the sun. Sun's coming up. It's a pretty game. Alright, guys, back to mining. Get those picks out. There's more mining to be done. Down here to the copper deposit again. Right outside of town. Now, oops, I only had Cougar selected there. Gotta select Hobbs too. And shift click on the copper to set this as their job for the day. And now our guys will just keep mining. But we have to keep an eye on them, make sure they stay safe, and we have to keep emptying out that copper deposit, so we can't just put this on auto mine and walk away. Now take a quick look at their stats here while we're not doing anything else. My attack stat is -7 right now because we're in a dust storm. I mean, it's basically 0. So our attack is 1, our strength is 1, our dexterity is 1, our toughness is 1. All these stats you can raise by either training, using a training equipment, or just doing the stuff that you're trying to increase. So athletics will go up as you run around. Your strength will go up as you carry heavy things around. Obviously your attack, oops, it looks like this is full. Gotta empty this out. What else can you do? Your toughness goes up when you take damage and then heal from it. And I think we're gonna try to do this sort of Iron Man style. I'm not going to save. If something bad happens to us, something bad happens to us, and we'll start a new game, new survivor experience. I'm just gonna zoom way out and try to look around a bit here. Make sure nobody's walking up on us. Someone with bad intentions. Nope. Grab some copper. If we spend another full day mining copper, we probably will have more, because I think more than we did yesterday, because I think we started halfway through the day yesterday. So I know this probably isn't terribly interesting to watch, but I'll tell you, I enjoy it. I enjoy the mundaneness of doing these menial tasks, because it's kind of real lifey that way. Yes, we could set off on an adventure eventually, but with 0 skills and 0 equipment, I don't think now is the best time to do that. We'll get there. We'll get there. Our first adventure will probably be, hold on, let me just let this next copper get in there. Our next adventure, if I pull up the map, will probably be traveling down here, down south to... Whoa, 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 where'd you go? Not sure. I must have accidentally clicked somewhere on the map and they went. We're going to head down here to Squin eventually, which is the next town to the south, and see what the stores there have to offer, see if maybe there's someone interesting that we can hire there, all that stuff. But right now, we are not in a state to go traveling very far away from the town. If we get into trouble out here, we can always just duck back into town and hope someone comes to our aid. Once we join the Shinobi Thieves will definitely come to our aid. But right now, we would have to get lucky to get in there. If we were under attack and ran in there, maybe someone would decide to help us. Hobbs, you want to get a little bit closer to the copper? You're nowhere near the copper. It doesn't make any difference. It does look a little silly, though, him being that far. Come here. Come over here. Now get to work. There you go. You too. Now they're actually hitting copper. I mean, they were before, but... Immersion. Alright, up to 4 in the stash. I think we probably... Now, this over here is an iron ore resource. I think that the copper will bring us more money. Gotta empty this out again. Whoa, no room. Whoa, no room. Yeah, okay, we're completely out of room. The sun is probably thinking about setting here, so we'll just pound on this a few more minutes as long as the sun is up, and we can probably leave the resource with some copper in it. I don't think anybody's going to come by and steal the copper that's in here. I could be wrong. But as long as the sun's still up, let's just give it another minute or so. Dust storm. Ish. Not a bad one, I don't think. Wow, the sun is still up. Now I could be swapping these guys out, sending one guy back to sell his stuff and keeping the other guy here, but I think timing-wise, with 2 guys doing this, it works out about right. Our inventory is filling up right as the sun is starting to set, so I'm not going to worry about swapping them out like that. Oh, who are these guys? Who are these guys? It's a big group of hungry bandits. They are not tough, but there's a lot of them. Yeah, there's a lot of them. Now, hungry bandits could attack us, or they could ask us for a payoff. They'll say, we won't attack you if you give us this amount of money. We don't want to mess with any of that. Since we're inside the town now, we don't have to. Okay, slow-moving Cougar. Should we run them around all heavy like this to build up their strength? Why don't we do that just for a minute? The bar is going to stay open all night, so we can always go in there and do it. They're getting a little bit hungry now. Now, as long as you have food in your inventory, they will feed themselves. Well, so let me make sure Hobbs has some food in his inventory himself, and they'll just eat that food when they get hungry enough. And for now, if we pull up well, keep an eye on their stats here. So Hobbs' strength is at 3 now. My strength is at 1, or Cougar's strength is at 1. But if we run them back and forth here in town where it's safe, carrying a heavy load, that will help raise their strength a bit. Now, what we really need to really load them down and raise their strength a lot is a backpack. And then we load the backpack up with copper and lug that around for a while, and that'll definitely raise our strength. But, yeah, okay, well, no, my strength is still at 1. Let's do a couple more laps around town here, and then we'll sell off that copper that you're carrying, make a little bit more money. Okay, my strength is up to 2. So we have raised our strength a tiny bit. That's enough for our endeavors tonight. Let's head to the bar. After a long, hard day of working, we're going to go to the bar and get ourselves a little drinky. Come here, Hobbs. Come on, you pokey pup. They're so weighed down. They're moving kind of slowly. Come in, have a browse. That's exactly what we're going to do. Thank you. Looking to buy? Well, I'm looking to sell. I will sell you all my copper. Now, I'm not worried about getting a nice weapon for Hobbs right now. I'm not worried about upgrading my weapon, because we're basically going to be running away from every fight that we see for a while. She's got more food here. But I think we're okay food-wise, and we're up to 6,500 cats. Remember, we're going for 10,000 so that we can join the thieves. So we're making good progress on that. We made about 3,000 today, and we'll probably make 3,000 tomorrow, which will get us right up on... In fact, why don't we risk it and run out to the copper resource right now and retrieve the copper that we had out there. There's really no point in running both of them out there other than for the exercise, but let's do that. Come on, Hobbs. Dude, you need a shirt. Are you not cold? It gets cold here at night. And you're not wearing any shoes either. No, stop. Yeah, don't. You're not. Not on the job anymore. Turn that job off. We just want you to pick this stuff up and bring it back into town with you. Okay. Come on. Back into town. Both of you. Yeah, Hobbs is moving faster than I am because I picked up all the copper. Now this will put us up around, probably around 7,000 cats, and then tomorrow we'll just have 3,000 more to get before we can join the thieves and have a nice place to rest and train and shop. Doesn't that sound nice? Get up there. Yep, let's do business. I don't think there's any limit on how much copper she'll buy. She'll buy however much I want to give her. All right, we're up above 7,000 cats. We're at 7368. So tomorrow we should easily hit our 10,000 cats goal. We could be out there mining at night. I think that there are better uses for the night, since you're mining with a penalty if you mine at night, and then God forbid a dust storm blows up, then you're really making really slow progress on the mining. So as long as we got to get our athletic skill up anyway, let's just run around here in town tonight. I'll speed time up. Hello guys, we're getting your money. We'll be back. We'll be back with your money. Now these destroyed houses here in town, you can buy these and fix them up. And we will probably end up doing that, but maybe not in this town. We may go, it may be a better idea to buy ourselves a home down in Squin, because there are a number of shops there. Now here in this town, here in the hub, there's only the one shop at the bar. But if you go to Squin, there's like a bar and like a trading post, and there's an outfitter's post that has really good gear for traveling around. And we will probably want to settle there in Squin to take advantage of that stuff. Now again, I will shift click on the copper to set that as their job for the day. like you to get a little closer to the copper so it doesn't look as silly. Thank you. There are creatures roaming around out here, but as far as I've encountered so far in this region, they're herbivores. There are goats. We couldn't even tangle with a pack of goats right now. We're so weak. There are also these big lumbering things. I can't remember what they're called right now, but they look scary, but they're herbivores. And as long as you leave them alone, they'll leave you alone. The bandits and such out here, not so much. So we gotta keep scanning around, rotating the view around, keeping an eye out, trying to get our eyes on anybody coming toward us. If we see them before they see us, we're fine, because we can duck right back into town. Empty out the copper mine. So the game was in early access for like 2 years, and I've been kind of following it now and then, checking back in on it in early access. Big group of bad guys out there. You know what we're also keeping an eye out for here is a fight amongst other people, where maybe we can swoop in at the end and scavenge the gear off of somebody before the actual participants in the fight get to it. That is risky with absolutely no skills whatsoever. But considering we're not even wearing shoes, we can run pretty fast. As long as we keep getting our athletic skill up, I think we could probably outrun people as long as we're not carrying a lot of stuff. So it will make sense to keep scanning around, not just for threats, but for other fights going on. And the way to identify those is you'll see the damage numbers floating up. You'll see a group of damage numbers off in the distance somewhere, and you can run toward it and try to scavenge stuff. Scavenging after a fight is risky, so we would only do it if it made sense to. For now, we're not there. For now, we're just mining copper. Like the good little miners we are. We are also, as we mine, we are increasing our manual labor skill. You see a little text message just floated up there that one of our guys ate something. He got hungry enough to eat something. Let's just check their inventory real quick. They ate everything they had, and they're still hungry, so we got to buy some more food from the bar when we can. Keep mining. Keep mining. I like that you have to just keep scanning around. You know, it keeps this from getting too boring. You're not really just sitting here watching them pound on stuff. You're actually got your eyes out and your head on a swivel, trying to see the bad guys before they see you. Or see the bad guys fighting the good guys, swoop in and steal their stuff. So yeah, I've been following the game a little bit from a distance for the last couple years, waiting for it to come out of early access, because just a little early accessed out right now. And now that it's out, yeah, I love me a good RPG, and I'm just not... I can't get super immersed in the fantasy stuff, the magic and monsters and so on. I prefer something that's a little bit more realistic, like the old Fallout games. I don't know if you ever played Fallout 1 or 2, but you know, not a lot of magic or monsters in that. I mean, there were irradiated things, but no, you know, wyverns or harpies or dragons. Not that there's anything wrong with wyverns or harpies or dragons; those are fine. If you dig that kind of stuff, all good. All right, our inventory is full again, but since the The sun is still up. We'll just mine this one last piece of copper here. The copper resource can store 5 at a time. So as soon as they're done with that, they'll just stop pounding on this by themselves. And we'll turn off their task for the day and run them back into town. Both of you, run back into town. Oh, they're really loaded down. Speed this up a bit. Cougar looks hungry. Look, his belly button's sticking to his spine. We'll get you some food, my friend, don't worry. We'll also get you some clothes and some shoes at some point. I promise. Alright, with this little visit to the shop, we should end up with enough money to go join the Shinobi Thieves. And it'd be great to have a little bit left over to buy some food, because we are pretty hungry. Alright, we've got 10,728. And these dried meat are going for about 100 each, so we can afford a couple of those. And that'll probably be all we want to afford right now. We don't want to spend too much here because we got to go join the thieves. All right, let's go join the thieves. Where are you going? Oh, you're just running so much faster now. All right, I'm going to zoom way out so we can get them there in a hurry. Boom. Hey there, remember me? Yeah, we were here a little while ago, and you wanted 10,000 cats to join you. I want to join the Shinobi Thieves. Yes, I have 10,000. Sign me up. You clasp hands. Welcome, brother, to the Shinobi Thieves. We have just spent 10,000 to come in here. And we really don't have any money to buy anything from the fence right now. What? I'll show you. Let's trade. But what we really want to buy from them are these backpacks. He's got thieves backpacks for sale at a cost of about 2,500 each. We definitely can't afford those right now, but those are going to be our first purchase. Everything else we can hope to scavenge from battles and other people and stuff, but those backpacks are pretty rare, and that's a really good reason. That's probably one of the primary reasons why you want to join the thieves off the top. All right, start beating on this, Hobbs. Get your combat skill up a little. You don't even have a stick to hit that with. We should probably get you a stick, but they are training. We also want to train them up on lockpick in case they get, not just for stealing, because we're probably going to play this as good guys and try not to do too much stealing unless we're stealing from people that we really don't like. But we want to train our lockpick skill up so that in case we get captured and imprisoned, we could possibly pick our way out of our captivity. Lockpick our way out of captivity. So this is just a good way to, again, we'll go out and mine during the day, and then at night we'll come in here and train our guys up. And hopefully between the running back and forth with the mining and the carrying of the copper and the training, we'll hopefully be getting our skills up fairly quickly. Alright, this is a little boring to watch. We'll let them do that. And think about what else we could do. So like here's a house. This house is for sale for 10,500 cats. And if we needed a base here, we could buy this house and then fix it up, which would take time, effort, and building materials. But all right, Hobbs's strength and dexterity is rising, My attack is rising up to 5 now, which may be the maximum that we can get off of those training dummies. Let's see. Yeah, see, Hobbs is no longer training, no longer increasing his skills there. So we've reached the max that we can get off that dummy. It's a Mark 1 training dummy, so you can only, the max skill level, if you look in the lower left-hand corner here, is 5. So once you reach 5, you won't be training your combat skills anymore. For now, Hobbs is training his assassination skills. If we were to sneak around town to raise our sneak skill a bit, which feels a little, I don't know, it's a little bit weird to be sneaking all over town just to get your sneak skill up, but we'll see. If we had a better sneak skill, we could sneak up on people and knock them out with an assassination attack, and maybe take them captive or loot them, steal from them, whatever. Okay, sun's back up. We're done with training for the night. Let's head back out. Again, running them all over town to get their athletic skill up. And I think if we can do one more day's worth of mining, we will have some... Come over here, guys. I don't care that the machine's full. I want you to go over here anyway. We could have run out here and emptied this in the middle of the night. That probably would have been a better way to do this. Sorry about that. But for now, back to the grind. And then eventually down the road, let's say you get, you know, 5 or 6 or 8 people to join your little team here. You can start your own enclave. You can find a rich, a nice area to be doing this kind of mining, and you can make a settlement, build a settlement around it with walls and defenses and all that stuff. And during the day, you send your people out to work the resources. You know, you can make a farm to grow your own food, bake some bread, that kind of thing. I'll tell you honestly, we've been really lucky with not having any groups walk up on us so far. We have done, you know, 2.5 days worth of mining without having anyone approach us, which is unusual in my brief experience with the game. But for us, that's good. It's good. I wouldn't say no to seeing 2 other groups fighting, so maybe we could loot their equipment. But I am perfectly happy to not encounter anyone, considering we have crap weapons, crap skills, and we're naked. You're basically naked. Good job pounding on the dirt there, guys. You're completely missing the copper. What the hell? See any creatures? Seeing any groups of bandits trying to sneak up on us? No. Feels hot out here today. You feel it? The sun's very bright. One more boring day of copper mining and we'll do something more interesting, I promise. So this will put another 3,000 cats in our pocket, which will bring us up to 3,500. We'll buy some more food, make sure we got plenty of food, and then maybe see about buying a backpack from the thieves. And we could run down to Squin just to see what's there, but that's going to be dangerous. It's going to be dangerous as heck. Even that short little jog from the hub down to Squin, here's the hub, here's Squin, is going to be a bit risky at our current lameness level. Level of lameness. Oh, I see some movement off there. Big group. Oh, this is full. Big group off there in the distance. Looks like they may be thinking about coming this way. All right, we've filled up our inventories. Oh, there's a fight going, a big fight going on down there. Big fight going on. Shoot. And our inventories are full. Hold on. Hold on. All right, I didn't assign this as a job. That's why they stopped in the middle of it. Guys, quickly run back into town, and then let's run down there to that fight and see if maybe we can scavenge some goods off of a corpse. Ah, they're really going at it. Shoot. Come on, guys. Get in there. Sell that copper. I'm going to slow this down. Sell your stuff, and then get back out there and see if we can go steal maybe some armor or a weapon. At least one weapon for Hobbs. Now, Hobbs does have martial arts skills. Oh, I'm sorry. The camera controls are good. I'm just not good with them. I don't have enough experience to really make the camera do what I want when I want it to do when I want it. All right, quickly sell off your copper. This is taking too long. I think by the time we get down there, there's not going to be much left, but we'll see. We'll give it a shot. All right, now get back out here. And get down to, yeah, the fight is over, and the participants, the victors, will probably have looted all these corpses already. The victors are running away. There are only 3 of them, and they're probably wounded, but we're still not even in a situation to mess with them. So I was saying Hobbs has martial arts skills, so he does not need a weapon, but I see armor and weapons on these guys. There's going to be stuff, oh, definitely weapons on these guys. We'll at least get some kind of a club for Hobbs out of here, and some clothing for Cougar, and the rest of the stuff will sell for probably good bucks. Oh, that guy is still, he's still alive. He's unconscious. We could loot him even though he's not dead yet. He's dying. Dude, I'm sorry, you're dying. You don't need that anymore. I'm taking it. Pants. Check, this guy is dead. We'll take his weapon too. And his, I don't know if we're going to have room for, we'll wear his armor. We could sell his pants, I think. And now let's get Hobbs in on this looting action now that Cougar's inventory is full. Alright, we're actually going to give you a weapon. And I think your armor is better than this stuff we're picking up, so we'll sell this stuff. This guy is unconscious, or down at least. How about these? This guy's dead. We're not going to have room to pick up much more here. In fact, I think that's probably going to be about it. We'll get a couple more weapons, maybe. This weapon, if I look at the stats on this weapon, blunt damage 0.17. The one we've got is also 0.17. This one is 0.09, so I think we've got the better one equipped. Here's another one, that's 0.09, but that'll sell for a couple of cats. This guy's got an arrow sticking out of him, that's a 0.17, that'll sell for a couple of cats. A little ghoulish, stripping these bodies, but we need the money. We're completely broke. I don't know if it's going to be worth it coming back out here for another trip just for those armors to sell. Those aren't going to be worth a ton. I think that's going to do it for our inventory. Yeah, there's some more weapons to pick up here, but the weapon, these half pants are worth 50 cats. The weapon is going to be worth 180 cats. Oh, okay. We can put 2 weapons in that slot. Good. And that's probably going to be it. How about you, Hobbs? Can we put 2 weapons in this slot? All right. Nope. Nope. It's telling me... Oh, he's out of range, is all. Come here. Okay. Alright, I think we've gotten what we're going to get off of this battlefield. Let's head back into town and sell our goods. Now, you got to be careful putting on other people's gear, because if it's associated with a group that is not welcome wherever you're going, you could get attacked. So you just got to keep an eye on that. Hobbs is running a little slowly now. He's pretty weighed down. Cougar's also a little weighed down, but we're going to make some bank off of this scavenging expedition. And now Hobbs has a weapon if he needs it. And we probably have a better weapon. Yeah, the one we were using was one of the .09s. We'll equip him with one of the .17s. Still not a very good weapon. Better than what we've got. Come on, Hobbs. Well, this is building Hobbs' strength anyway, running all encumbered like that. I guess I could speed up time. Let's go. I'm trying. I'm still getting used to these camera controls. Sorry. Alright, selling the goodies. Selling our loot. Let's trade. We'll sell you these piece of crap weapons, and these good weapons, and this fairly good. Now, the bartender here knows that we stole these off of somebody, but he doesn't care. So. Alright, we'll sell... You can keep one good weapon. We'll sell all the rest of these weapons. Yeah, we're making some money here. I think that's about it. Now let's use some of the money we just made to buy some food. You need food. Wow, that's it. She had 1 dried meat there. This Gohan is pretty good too. I'll give that to Cougar. It's a little too far away. Cougar, come here. Oh, that's Cougar. Hobbs. And rice bowl, not great, but we are getting kind of hungry here. It's better than nothing. And when I say not great, I mean the value of it. So the amount that you're spending versus what you get is not great. All right, we've still got 3,000 credits on us, which means we could hire Heft right here if we felt we needed her, but I'd really rather have a backpack. So let's bring our guys back to the Shinobi Thieves and buy 1 backpack for them to help us with our mining and our looting abilities. Hobbs is still running slower than me. I guess that's because he's wearing boots for one thing, and I'm barefoot, which I can run faster. All right, head inside. Let's see if we can find the fence and buy a backpack. Where's the fence? That may be the fence there. Oh, and he's heading back upstairs. Take a look. What do you want to buy? Oh, no. This guy has no... There were 3 backpacks here a minute ago. Now there are none. We just got to give it a day and wait for him to get some new inventory into his shop before we can buy a backpack. But it is nighttime, so let's get our guys doing some training. Did he peak on his training, or he can still train on this? No, he's peaked there, but he can train on the lock picking, and Hobbs can train on the lock picking. Now they're both training on lock. Whoa! Why are you training down? Your training bar was going in the wrong direction. Why is he training down? That doesn't seem right. Okay. He was untraining for some reason. That was weird. Alright, we will let these guys spend the night training and then head out and do a little bit more mining before I think we're ready to do something else. But why don't we call that an episode, the first 3 days in Kenshi, this old school kind of RPG. It's very, very, very deep. When you see some of the tooltips that pop up on the screen, on the loading screens, and it tells you, well, if you do this, that, and the other thing, then this thing will happen. You're like, wow, really? That's really deep. That's well thought through. So I'm liking this game so far. Leave a like and subscribe if you're enjoying the Kenshi play, and there'll be more episodes to come. Stay safe, survivors.